basically the air, the sound passes inside and resonates inside of that. Another example is the thin wooden panel attached to a solid frame only by its edges. These are something called panel absorbers. There's one of them right here, obviously, and there's absorbent material behind there, just attached, as you can see, just at the sides, space from the walls, so there's air in between there. Resonating absorbers can be constructed from any material that can form a firm wall vessel, such as a bottle or a jar, or form a membranous material solid enough to vibrate in sympathy with sound waves. Porous traps are based on fibrous or porous materials like fiberglass or mineral wool, which are covered in thousands of tiny, minute holes which capture tiny pockets of air. If you see that, with the little speckle in there, some loads of little holes. When sound occurs, each of these little pockets vibrates in sympathy. The air inside them vibrates in sympathy with the sound wave. And the fibres in themselves, the little pockets are all loosely connected, which allows each individual little pocket to knock against each other, obviously vibrating together. A good analogy for this would be to say that a porous trap are made up of thousands of tiny resonating traps of all different sizes and shapes, bound together with a fibrous web which allows them to interact. It's this very amount of different sizes and shapes, both inside each pocket of air and within the trap as a whole, that cause broadband action. So obviously the more different sizes and shapes of these little pockets, if you like, there are, the more frequencies it's likely to absorb. And there's some pictures there of porous traps. Mounting, obviously, the final issue. Bass traps are often most effective when mounted in the corner of a room. This one here, for example, would be across from here to here on a diagonal. This is partly to absorb the maximum sound rather than it being faced one way and some sound being reflected off, but it's also because it saves space and is more practical when you're thinking of soundproofing a studio. Resonating traps, like the one on the left there, are usually installed on walls due to their shape and the way they operate as a membrane. If they're flat on a surface, they can just do their thing. But also due to the fact that they're usually quite large and ungainly, and fixing to the wall saves space, gets them out of the way. So, any questions? No? Cheers for listening.
Great. Hey, Lee joined us. Hello.
So I don't want to disturb us. I'm waiting outside.
Of course you did. Yeah, brilliant.
Need Aaron to.
Yeah, I tried to ring Aaron, but I think